Hello, you're very welcome to a Gauntlet Hangouts game. For those anyone watching this in the future, for those who don't know, Gauntlet is a place on the internet where we get together and play cool games. Find them at gauntlet-rpg.com. Links down below, as always, with all these videos. They do a monthly zine, they do blogs, they do a heck ton of podcasts, and of course, they have Gauntlet Hangouts where these games are arranged. And the game we're playing is we're concluding our series of Masks Prospect Academy, which is using the game Masks and the playset Phoenix Academy, which is basically teenage superheroes in a superhero school setting. But before we get to that, let's meet our cast once again. Back from returning to been here, and our original cast at the start of this coming together to finish it all off. Same as always, would you kindly say your name, pronouns, and shout out a cool thing on the internet, because the internet is full of cool things, and we do better when we shout out the cool things instead of the less cool things. So I'm gonna go the reverse order of my screen here because I'm unpredictable. So Sabine, why don't you start us off?
Okay, so my name is Sabine. I use any pronouns. Cool thing on the internet. I forget all the cool things I've backed on Kickstarter, which there is the scene week, and there are so many cool things that you could back that I just invite you to go over and throw money at people, which is always a good thing. And also, I visited the image board or the site of a painter. She's dead. She was born in the 19th century, and her name, you won't believe it, is Lotte Laserstein. And I don't know what that is. There weren't even any lasers back then, so it was probably something else. But hey.
All right. Anything shout out here? Links down below. I should be writing these down. But yeah, why do that? Ludo, tell us about yourself.
So I'm Ludo. I go by any pronouns, and the coolest thing on the internet. Well, I've been streaming. Well, I finished streaming Russian Doll, and I started Umbrella Academy, and I really loved both shows. I mean, and yeah, if you have not watched it yet, go watch Russian Doll. The writing is excellent, and I'm enjoying Umbrella Academy so far.
All right. I guess I'll put a Netflix link down at the bottom there. All right, Alan, tell us about yourself and cool things to be found.
I'm Alan. I go by he, him. Cool thing on the internet. Well, the Gauntlet Forum is about launching, I think, not to the worldwide public, but to Slack members. So the death of G+ will not mean the death of some kind of public-facing forum for the Gauntlet, which is a good thing.
I figured out the link down there. That should be fine. Yeah, just check it all out. I've never used G+ that much, but when it was shutting down, a lot of people, were sad because a lot of interesting and cool conversations were there, and be sad to lose them. But we gotta look forward. Last but not the least, Agatha, tell us about yourself.
Hey everyone, I'm Agatha, and my pronouns are she, her. One thing that is really sick on the internet is this game. I think it's a zine called Obachan Panic, and it's like a PBTA game where you play as like kick-ass old ladies who worry about their grandkids while also running around on scooters, according to this the illustration on the Kickstarter page, and just like being amazing and awesome. So that is a game that you can go and back still. It looks really fun and just a great way to celebrate all the older people in your life.
Definitely checked all that stuff out down below. And yeah, so before we get back into, we jump straight into the game and we're playing today, let's talk about safety tools first, because those are very important. and we like to make sure that we play in a safe and comfortable environment for everyone involved. So the main ones we're using is we have a bunch of lines and veils. So lines are things that won't show up in the fiction at all, just off the table, won't be crossed, and veils are things that will happen in fiction, but we as in the parlance, throw veil over them. They'll happen off screen. They could be alluded to, but we're not going to focus on them. Reminder for players here: lines and veils tab is in the character keeper, as always. So make sure to be cognizant of them. We also have the X card, which is basically if we ever run into a scene that makes anyone here uncomfortable by any means, throw up an X on the chat or on call or on the roll for your party room. I'll put a link again in the chat, and we will roll back the scene. Nobody gets to question why. We'll just roll back and just start over and take a different tack. And finally, we have an open door policy here in this game. So basically, if you ever need to step away from the game, whether because there's an emergency or you just need to for your health or whatnot, or even if you want to call a break anytime you want, yeah, like I said, anytime you want, you can call for any of those, and we will pause and we will, accommodate as necessary. So yeah, so those are kind of the main safe tools we have. Now let's meet this this crew of kids. This our Newspaper-Detention Club. Back for one last go here in Prospect Academy, the world's 11th best superhero school. Let's just meet the characters. Let's get into it. Let's go the other order and start back with yourself, Agatha. Tell us about our innocent and how she's been doing.
Okay, well, Enid, aka Glowtrain, or in her future self, Plath, has been having a rough time. She's still angry. So last time we ended off, Enid walked off with Plath, when Plath promised to, I don't know, show her the full extent of her powers. So Enid was like, fine, I will. And that's where we ended with her. She has telepathy as her power.
Fab, and I think one of the reasons why you were in a mood to just feck off with your not evil but like kind of terrible future self is you had a not fun confrontation with our next character. Alan, tell us about poor Michael Manners.
Michael is a very unhappy kid. He's had a very tough couple of weeks at school. In part, it's because Michael is his more human-like alter ego. He's an intelligent nano swarm. It takes some effort to stay as Michael. He much prefers to relax and be freak, but he's been told he needs to behave more like an ordinary person. The trouble is he found being an ordinary person much more stressful than being an 8-foot-tall silver troll that just hits stuff. So he's really struggling. Key things last time, he's had fascist bird people tell him that he's a focus of an apocalypse. He had a rogue science teacher, AI Killbot, tell him that he was the cause of an apocalypse last time. So Michael now believes he is doomed. And to reflect that, he has now discovered that electricity can make him drunk. And so when he appears at school now, instead of the carefully crafted boy in a British school uniform that he'd mastered, it's fraying at the edges. So his hair is out of place, and the creases in his trousers are fraying, and the cuffs of his shirt and blazer are fraying, to reflect the fact that his nanites are just slightly out of control, as is he.
Well, I just want to say I'm sorry. Let's hope we get the. Well, anyway, moving on from that, someone who was kind of well, not witness, but who kind of saw the start of him fraying the edges, or at least helped him in the Killbot AI adventure last session. Ludo, tell us about our Scion. Tell us about Kasey. What's up with her?
So Kasey she once fought her mother, the terrifying Dread Queen. She fought bird faces, but the biggest challenge was being high school. And last session, she was getting, dealing with the fallout of the conversation between our boys and our girls and how they went, and kind of figuring out less who Regicide is and more who Kasey Dread is. And after all those confusion in last session, it was a good science romp, kicking a robot, doing cool team attacks, and she really enjoyed, the simplicity of everything and seeing Loki again. And after being sure, well, I know who I am as a superhero. So after talking with Loki, she decides that she needs to know who Kasey is, and she knows a lot of people that help her become Regicide, deal with weird superhero things, but now she's looking for help in how to be a fully human person.
I can't believe someone here is making progress into being a healthy, well-rounded person. I can't believe it. I was gonna say something else. I don't know. Well, that thought's gone for now. Maybe I'll come back. But yeah, I think part of the confusion came from a conversation with our last character, our delinquent. Sabine, tell us about Rafael.
Rafael is a delinquent. His secret identity is Danger Mouse. Danger Mouse is actually an activist. He has fought against the fascist bird invaders as good as he could. He is an illusionist. And he had last time, he was trying to ask Kasey to the dance, but she kind of didn't get it. And then he thought that she was asking some other NPC Screech for the dance in front of him. Like, you're so stupid. I don't care about you. I just want to rub your face in it. And he was pretty mad about that. And he grabbed the magic book of Regicide's mom and told Kasey to go fuck herself, and then he ran off with the book. Yeah, and the last day he's sequestered himself in his room and has been drawing furiously and thinking about what actually, and he concocted this immense revenge plot, and then he started to realize that was really mean what he was thinking about, that he could really hurt Kasey with that. So that's where he's at right now.
God, I'm sorry. I don't know. I feel like I should apologize. The thought that I remembered is, I'm sorry, Agatha. We got into a superhero fight last session without you. I'm sorry. All right. It had to happen. I'm sorry. Look, I'll make it up. Well, this session, you can fight those ninjas if you want to.
Andrew, you like doing this. Just face it. You just like it.
I will confirm, neither confirm nor deny. We're alive. It's all right. So let's resolve some of those cliffhangers. Let's resolve probably with the big one. Let's start with Glow Train. I think what we're gonna do is I think we're just gonna have like a scene. I think when you walked off with Plath, and you thought it'd be glamorous, but no, you have to take public transport to get to her place. It's not. Yeah, no, she doesn't have a teleporting machine. She doesn't. she works for a living. And yeah, and you kind of, yeah, exactly. I think the pitch was she was a burnt out emo millennial barista.
I didn't put the words emo in there. I only
sorry, that's
put
me.
disillusioned, but somehow it went in a very extreme direction.
Oh, sorry, that I think I put that
No,
there
no,
because I didn't because the word, I think I got bored writing the word disillusioned. That's why it was too long a word for me. So yeah, and I think she leads you to her apartment, and all right, you tell me then, Enid, since this is your future self, what does Plath's apartment look like?
She's sharing it with someone. It's you go in. It is a very narrow stairway up, and I think it's like there's a lot of creaky floors, and then you go inside. It's everything is very compact, but there's a lot of like fairy lights around. Christmas lights.
Yeah, and then I think when you enter, she kind of gestures to those, and it's like, my roommate thinks they're cute, but we're not here to admire those today. And as you kind of walk in, suddenly kind of like the world around you fades. Like there's just this dissolving effect. Suddenly kind of like it's almost like the walls around you kind of melt, and suddenly you're on this platform right above Prospect City, and you can see it in all its not grandiose nature. This is Prospect City we're talking about. Part of the north quarter is still under repair, so that's construction over there. You can see the boardwalk. You can see this little neighborhood called Shoreline, where there's a restaurant that's being fixed, and it's just like it's an all right city. And yeah, she's kind of showing you this vision. Yeah, and she's kind of like, and she looks at you and she says, "Have you ever thought of leaving Prospect City?"
Not really. I guess if I were to go off to university, yeah, but
So nothing's really tying you down here at the moment. Interesting.
but I like it. It looks fine.
Yeah, that's what I think as well. It looks fine. It's not Halcyon City. It's not those exotic places like Vertuvia, but this is our hometown. This is where we grew up. As much as I would like to leave, it's hard.
Why can't you leave?
I'm curious. And she kind of looks away and just looks at the city. I'm curious, if I tell you our story, would I disappear? Do you know how time travel works? Because I honestly don't. But
I don't know either. But if you don't want to disappear, then maybe you shouldn't. Can I comfort and support her?
oh, you absolutely can. You absolutely can. I was told by someone on YouTube that you can totally do it for NPCs after I said on screen that you probably can't, but you can.
Great. I've lost my PDF of all the.
Oh no worries. Let me find the
moves. Oh wait, no, I found it.
It's
okay.
plus mundane.
Mundane. Oh.
And do you have influence over Plath?
Let's see. Let me just scroll down. Yes, I do for some reason. Oh yeah, because it was like as a result of something. Yes, I do.
So you get an extra +1.
Yay! My mundane is 2, so it should be okay. We'll see. Okay.
How can it not be? It would be ridiculous. See? There
Okay,
you go.
so
That's
it's
a
7. Yep, that's a. Yup.
yeah. And now let me check something. I need to be clear what actually happens. Yeah. All right. So on a hit, they hear you, and obviously none of that is gonna apply because they don't have labels. I mean, but on a 10 plus, you can add a team to the pool or clear condition yourself. That's 3. You want to clear angry or you want to add it?
Yeah, how many team is in our pool?
Just 1.
Oh, maybe we need another one. I kind of want to clear though. I want to clear angry. I feel like in this moment where she's just like, I don't know what's going on. I'm also like, oh, I guess I'm not mad at you. Yeah. Yeah, I want to maybe maybe I give her a hug. I don't know if one of us will disappear from that.
Yeah, I will say one of Loki Robert's wishes from last week is like deal with the ramifications of time travel. So who knows? No, that's not gonna happen. Well, it could. No, you can totally. Yeah, you can give her a hug. If you're clear and angry, and yeah, she's not looking at you at the moment. She's looking at the city. So when you kind of give her this hug, she tenses up very evidently, like how like when you hug a cat who's not expecting it, they just tense up. They kind of bare their claws, but that moment, there's a moment when I think you can feel kind of like the vision around you kind of wobble just a bit as her concentration's broken, but just that bit. But it kind of comes back. And remember again, what was you said before you gave her the hug?
Well, I said when she was like, if she told me like what happened, then maybe she wonders if she'll disappear. And then I said if she doesn't want to disappear, then maybe she shouldn't.
I think she kind of gives this sour laugh, and she's like,
I would like to say that she smells like amber. So, and like smoky and warm.
Yeah, she gives this kind of like sour laugh. She's like, I mean, nobody wants to disappear, I suppose, but the path to being me for you, I wouldn't want to subject that to anyone else.
Are you not friends with Mr. Wyatt anymore? I think he wants to be friends.
If he only knew. That bridge is burned. I'm sorry, but me and him, no. Are you planning on ever going back? Or are you staying here?
I don't know. I didn't know I could go back. I'm not really sure why I'm here. I guess I want to go back. Maybe.
Well, then maybe the less you know of what happens, the better. But you're not here. I'm not here to tell you old history. I'm here to make sure you're prepared. And she kind of shrugs off your hug, and she kind of turns to you, and she's got this like her face like has always kind of look resigned and tired, but there's a bit of fire in her eyes. You just look at you, and it's kind of like it's almost like she's remembering herself at your age, and she's just like, "You're going to find that what we have, what we can do, is far bigger and grander than either of us expected. It's one thing to be able to read minds, but to be able to open them up. Ew.
Ew. What?
Not literally, you know what I mean. Like say, and she kind of snaps her fingers, and suddenly you're at a coffee store, and there's it's fairly empty. There's a man typing on a laptop. There's this girl who's only like a couple of years older than you, kind of like leaning on the counter, very odd, just not giving a shit. And she's kind of like, and Plath looks at you, and she's like, any person here in Prospect City, there's a lot of vapor, sure. Any and every person in Prospect City is an open book to us. That's what happens. I'll tell you that right now. So be warned. Because what we can do is, it's a thing that expands. It's a thing that very few have really knowledge of. Sorry. So I want to show you exactly like what it's like to be me. And she's gonna walk up to you. She's gonna put a finger on your head, and I almost kind of want to make you roll to take a powerful blow, because she's gonna open up your mind to Prospect City.
Yeah, I'll do it. Why not? What do I roll with again?
Just no modifiers.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll do it. Ooh, that's a 9.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
On a 7 to 9, you really none of this are kind of applicable. You lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action. I have a vague idea of how that could happen in this scene, because your mind is open. Or you give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain mark 2 conditions.
Okay, so when you say lash out verbally, what does that mean?
You give out, you kind of address a teammate angrily. You say it out loud. You provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. And if you pick that, you're kind of like, because your mind is open to Prospect City, you can probably get a glimpse of where your teammates are at.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I'm gonna choose that one.
All right, so who are you lashing out verbally to? Who are you provoking?
Well, first of all, I should mark a condition, right?
No, you don't have to if you don't pick the latter.
Oh?
Yeah, like
because the last one is like. No, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying. Okay, hold on. No, it's no. You only pick one of those. You lash out verbally, or you give ground, or you mark 2 conditions.
I don't know. I feel like the obvious answer would probably be Michael.
Yeah, we have paired off. We have paired off the two, the 4 of you quite remarkably, but I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah, I feel like whatever is like makes the most fictionally obvious, I'm gonna go with that one. So
like
it's totally Michael.
Yeah, so your mind just explodes, and you can hear so many thoughts. Not literally, obviously. I know you're all laughing down there on the screen. So you just feel you know how kind of like back then you kind of had to concentrate to like read people's minds, but here it's a torrent, you know, it's a waterfall flooding into your brain. Yes, well, of course, you know, this is powered by the apocalypse. This is going to happen. But in that torrent, you pick out, let's say like we can kind of play around that timeline a bit. I'd say like, yeah, this conversation is happening because it took you a while to get to Platt's apartment. This is kind of happening around, yeah, Michael. This is we can retcon last session's ending scene a bit. This is probably happening before Platt shows up. So Glow Train, Enid, you connect to Michael just as he's about to wire himself to the mains, lick a battery.
I think he's already slightly stoned because he got a buzz in the gym from Eclipse, didn't he? Yeah. So he's run off, and he's you know he's making his fingers into a plug to just connect to the mains.
Okay, so that's what you find, Enid, in that gush of thoughts and memories and whatnot, and what's happening in Prospect City.
Okay, what are your thoughts, Michael/Freak?
I'm deeply depressed. I mean, I'm feeling guilty and insecure, and I'm struggling to contain Freak, because this being human business is just too hard, and I'm just mulling over the fact that I'm doomed. You know, I appear at a point in apparently across time and space. Freak is always the center of some apocalyptic event, and there seems no escape from that, and therefore I'm probably thinking it's just not worth it.
I don't know what kind of foolhardy action I can provoke you into that isn't super problematic. Does anyone have any ideas?
It didn't stop us last week.
Do you have influence over Michael? Oh, you don't.
I don't.
All right.
Michael's the only one that I don't have influence over, and doesn't have influence over me either.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. I'm not sure, to be honest.
Okay, well,
you could nudge him into connecting to the mains.
I guess that was pretty foolhardy.
Yeah, so...
But I don't know why I would want you to do that.
Maybe do you see Michael's just there, just close to the mains, or...
I think what happens is, as you're like getting high or buzzed or whatever it is, off of electricity, I think I actually appear as like a vision, maybe, in whatever this is, whatever like visual representation of like jacking in and getting getting drunk off of electricity looks like on screen. And I mean, I'm not having a good time, even though I don't have any conditions, but I'm gonna go up to you and I'm gonna say, Michael, we should go to the dance together. And you should just go as yourself.
Wow, that could be foolhardy, couldn't it? So yeah, in my mind's eye, what I've got is Michael lying there on his bed with the trailing leads of his fingers across to the plug, and he kind of looks up, and there's Enid looking down on him, and he assumes this is some kind of effect of the electricity, because he's never been, I think buzzed is the word, and then Enid says we should go to the dance together. So Michael is probably processing this and saying inside, is that what I think? I must maybe, but I've always thought that. So maybe I need to do something about it. Oh, but how? I tried that. It didn't work. Oh, no. But I've got to go to the dance. I've got to go to the dance. Oh, could I go as Freak? What if I went as Freak? Oh, no. Yeah, I think that's a prompt that he may have to act on at some point.
As soon as you say that, Enid, kind of like suddenly the torrent stops and you're back, not at the coffee shop, but you're back at Flat's apartment. She's giving you a look that very clearly communicates, really? That guy? Really? I think, oh, you're going to say something?
Oh, I was going to show him, like, he's sad.
That's the worst part. And we cut away from there for now. And I think whatever else she tells you later, we can montage that. But let's get to the other half first of our other two before we get to Michael and Plath. So Kasey, after the shenanigans with the scientists, I think you kind of then, I don't know, what's your plans now that after Logi's gone? Are you looking for? Or what are you up to?
Well, I think after that, Kasey was taking a bit more of time to herself. She went to the student counselor, and after whatever they say to each other, she decided to get more involved on the preparations of the dance. So she's going around doing whatever needs to be done for the school, seeing if everyone is feeling involved, making sure that, people that are a bit on the corner, hiding in their club rooms, like Screech was, they come out and feel like, that people are there to receive them. Yeah, she's pretty much going around trying to repay a bit of the goodwill of the people.
Okay, so before there's a student that's gonna cost you, before that, can you tell me who's the most helpful in the preparation of the dance and who's the most annoying?
Well, the most helpful is there is a art club that Rafael probably does not like because it's too mainstream. That's why they hang with us. So there is this very it's one of the younger students. It's the tall, dark, brooding type that wears very preppy clothing, and he fancies himself as the architect, and he sees himself as a kind of a powered urban planner, and he wants to make Prospect City into a city of potential, to remake it on the image of the superheroes like Alcyon City was made. And he's usually not the type that Kasey would even look at, but he actually came forward. He had binders and binders of preparations and a lot of tasks, and whenever Kasey went there, do you need something? He always made her feel like she could help. The most annoying is this tiny gremlin of a girl that she is the member of the, let's say, of the volleyball team, and she's supposed to be some sort of half alien, but she just looks like a very annoying girl that can teleport everywhere. So she keeps popping out and disappearing, and yeah, they, I mean, just, and she's always has to make everything about her. Everything is about Stardust, and
Great name, Stardust. Yeah, I think while you're kind of caught up in all these preparations, you see someone that you don't normally see in school around. You see Screech. She kind of walks up to you, that just looks nervously. God, the reason I asked is because we're going to a dance. We need to fill up with NPCs. Yeah, so Screech kind of walks up to you, and she kind of looks like she was about to whisper something, and then she realized, oh, if she whispers something, she'll break your body in half if she makes any noise. So she just pulls out her wand and she starts spelling out like, "So have you found your friend?"
yeah, not really. I just hope that he did not try to cast on of the spells, honestly. But I think we all notice a crater.
Shouldn't we grab the book then before crater happens? It's a really cool book. And you get the vibe that she's less concerned about the crater and more that she wants to get a crack on the book first before Dangerous does. But she's like, yeah, maybe we should go find your friend before he does anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the school kind of needs me, and Kasey's kind of lying because she's made herself pretty busy so that she does not have to think about what she should be doing.
I think Screech kind of like just I don't think she's someone who's that perceptive. She's kind of like, okay, fine. If you're busy, I'll go talk to, what's your friend's name? Danger Mouse, right?
Wait, no, his name is Rafael.
Oh. Sorry, I'm misremembering what Rafael said. And so she's kind of like, he was really nice. He probably he probably, and then just waves it away, and it's like, what's up between the two of you? He looked really angry. Also, he took my book.
Well, technically it's not your book, but yeah, he is really nice and he really worries about people. So, well, I guess there must have been some misunderstanding. It happens. We just have to respect that, I guess. I guess it seems a bit awkward.
Oh, okay, but there's a really cool book in between all this. Can't we clear up the misunderstanding so we can get the book? It's very important.
Well, maybe if you are nice to Rafael, he'll let you peruse the books.
Okay. And no, Screech doesn't say okay. I don't think for those little words she's gonna spell it out. She looks like kind of confused at the prospect because she doesn't go out and make friends that easily. And was just kind of like, will you come though? I don't know if I can just go by myself.
Sure, I'll go with you.
And I think when you say that, she kind of like just suddenly just smile just breaks out, and she's kind of like, okay, cool, and she's kind of looking at you to like, well, lead the way to where Rafael is.
So do I know where Rafael might be hiding?
You can probably hazard a guess. Well, you're still in your room, right, Rafael?
I'm back in my room. Yes, I think I took the tome away to somewhere else where it would be safe from meddlers, I guess, and where I could experiment with it without blowing a hole into Prospect City, because I have this little cabin in the Ozarks, which is far enough away, I guess.
How did you get? Okay, all right.
I can I can teleport.
Oh yeah, you can't. Oh Jesus. Okay, yeah, all right. So
yeah, it's probably not very well known that I can do this. I try to keep this to myself.
Oh yeah, it's right there in your sheet. There we go. I see it.
Yep.
Yeah. So what are you doing in your room when they come a knocking?
I'm drawing stuff, I guess, and I'm giving life to the drawings. Look around, so it looks like I'm in a war room actually, and I'm pretty much. And then I'll stop because you can see the room. It looks like it's full of people and things and stuff is going on. It looks a lot larger than it actually is. Then when there is a knock, then Rafael will make all this vanish and gather together his paintings and say, "Yeah, who's that?"
It's Screech. Well, and me, Kasey.
Oh wow. Okay, I guess. And Rafael opens the door and says, "Yeah."
Hey.
Hey.
Are you feeling better?
I never felt bad.
Oh, good. I'm sorry about what happened. I mean,
yeah,
look.
Sure. I get it. She's nice looking. You're nice looking. I'm just a funny guy with weird ears. So
look, I talked with Michael yesterday, and
cool.
Look, it's not you. I was not even thinking about that. Look, Screech thinks you are a very cool guy, and she was a bit disappointed that you just left, and I think this will be a good opportunity for the two of you to talk. I mean, I'm sure you have a lot of in common. I mean, both of you seem very cool people. So, Screech, you had something to say to Rafael, right?
I think at that moment you see yourself coming up behind Rafael.
I have a question.
Yeah.
No, not Kasey. I have a question.
Yeah.
Is Screech wand technological?
What do you mean technological?
Could I tamper with it?
Screech is no, she's not technological. Screech is just a person. She's just a girl.
With a wand.
With a wand.
Uses to speak.
Yes, because she has I guess in X-Men terms, a mutant ability that's robbed her of her voice. There you go.
But the wand, is it a
the
technological
wand
replacement?
I think you can probably tell that it's kind of your mother's make. That sort of, I mean, ask her where she gets that, or Screech gets that stuff later, but you can tell, yeah.
The point is, I'm going to tell Screech to talk because she had something to ask him, but I'm going to keep open the possibility of tampering with her wand.
Oh, Jesus. Jeez. Yeah, daughter of a supervillain. There you go. Yeah. When you gesture Screech, she kind of looks. She's got that deer in the headlights, look like, oh my god, people are talking to me and want to talk to me. Sort of.
I don't want to talk to her. Obviously.
Okay.
I'm looking at Kasey, and this person behind me that looks like Kasey comes up. So I'm waiting. If there's no reaction, then I'll close the door, I guess.
No, yeah. I think she kind of like pulls out her wand, gingerly, and says, "Sorry about yesterday. You seem really cool.
Why?
You said hi. You did a drawing thing when I said hi.
Yeah. The drawn Kasey puts an arm around Rafael. Like and he says, "Look, I'm kind of busy here. I'm sorry. Was
No.
there anything you wanted from me? From us?"
Well, the book.
Yeah, right. No.
No?
No.
Yeah, she deflates at that. And she like sighs and said, "Why not?"
Because I'm just that kind of guy. I'm not a nice guy. I could be a lot less nice than I am. And I'm looking at Kasey. I'm not doing half of the things I've thought about doing, but I'm not giving back the book.
Roll plus code. I don't know.
Yeah, shut
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, it sounds like you're trying to provoke.
I'm not.
Her
No, I really don't want
to going away. I think that's what
okay.
you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I want them to leave me alone. No, I don't want them to leave me alone. I want to start a fight. I guess I'm trying to provoke.
Well, there you go. Yeah, you want to provoke into a fight.
I totally want to provoke somebody. I roll for superior. Hey, I'm good at superior. Come on, dice. Yeah, I guess I have a 10.
Jesus. Okay, so they rise to the bait and do what you want. So what do you want? You want to fight?
I kind of want. I want to fight with Kasey, not with Screech. Screech, I don't care about.
Okay, but you're provoking. Who are you trying to provoke?
I'm trying to provoke Kasey into some kind of reaction, some kind of, I don't know, emotion. That she's pissed, that she wants something, that she just stomps off, or that she just tells me I'm stupid. I don't know. I want to provoke Kasey. I don't want to talk to. I mean, Screech is just. I'm sorry. Screech is just collateral damage right now.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so Kasey, you have a choice. Actually, no, you. Yeah. So. Oh, yeah. This is weirded. This is weirdly weirded on the basic moves sheet. So I guess you kind of have a choice if you do or if you don't do it. What do you want? What Rafael wants from you? If you do, hold on. Yeah, this is weird.
That is weird, totally weird.
Yeah, it is weirded really because he can't do both.
No, basically is you have usually on a person success you have to choose between carrot or stick. If you get both, you have the carrot and the stick.
Ooh. They rise to the bait and do what I want. I think yes. Okay. So if you don't do it,
then I get the condition.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Kasey sees that he's trying to provoke her, and she's like, "What the hell, Rafael?" And she steps in, and she is frowning intensely. Look, I don't have time for games. Seriously, I know I hurt you, okay? I'm not that blind, but I thought you understood that it was never my intention. And, you know, instead of talking with me, you hide here in your room, and now you lash out at a third party. That's not cool.
You didn't have to come here. I mean, I made it clear that I don't want to talk to you. Why are you still standing here? Why do you even care?
You're lying. Otherwise, you'll never have opened this door.
Oh, somebody was knocking. I was just trying to see if you needed something, like the city was in danger or something, right? Because things happen. That's why I was opening up, not to, I don't know, hear a fake apology.
Fake apology?
Yeah, I mean, come on, Kasey. I thought you were cool, right? I thought you were something. I like you. And then you pull this shit. And now you're going on, not just that you come to talk to me. No, you bring her along to set us up. Do you know what that is? That is just, it's just bullshit.
Well, what do you want? Seriously, what do you want? What was your expected outcome?
I don't know. Okay, I have no idea. I wanted to go to the dance with you. You made it pretty clear that you had no interest about that. So
I had no interest on the dance. It does not mean I don't have interest on you. The question is, what interest on you means? Because I don't want to get wrong ideas. You know, I like to be friends. I would love to have a deep friendship with someone, but I don't things to get weird because there's just a type of relationship which I don't want.
okay.
I don't. But you know, if you have told me directly, hey, the dance actually means a lot to me, Kasey, will you do it for me? I will do it for you as a friend. But honestly,
okay, so I don't just want you as a friend.
well, thanks for telling me, but I'm sorry, I don't feel that way for anyone.
Why not?
Well, I just
don't tell me it's your mommy issues, please.
It's not a question of mommy issues. It's just I don't have those feelings for people. It's who I am.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I get it, I guess. Okay, so yeah. Wow, it's a bit of a blow, really.
Well, you were kind of asking for it, but in a way, I'm still trying to figure out what those feelings are. Honestly, I feel a bit set apart because everyone is taking this stuff with the dance as the proxy for something else and way too serious. And again, it's just the kind of feelings that I don't have for anyone.
Okay. I mean, okay, I'm just wrapping my head around this here, and the double of you that it vanishes. Okay, I'm just wrapping my head around lots of stuff right now because things. Okay.
I understand, but I just wish you talked with me before.
Yeah, I thought you'd get it because usually girls, that's probably bullshit. Yeah, I should have seen that. That is patriarchal bullshit because I thought that you were a girl and girls know this stuff.
Well, that's such a shitty thing to say, honestly.
Yeah, I know. It's a shitty thing to do, right? Because I was just caught in that kind of toxic way of thinking. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Damn.
Well, I mean, you know, it's just one of those things which we are, I guess, a product of our environment. The good thing of, you know, of growing up in a matriarchal autocracy is that you kind of don't have that type of thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I have two sisters and they totally would have gotten it. And most of the girls at my old school would have gotten it. Well, all of them. And most of the boys would have gotten it too. So I forgot that you grew up in a matriarchal kind of militaristic tyranny thing. I'm sorry. I mean, that's weird. Okay, I get it. I'm sorry that I blew up at you and that I didn't say what I want clearly. And then I turned to screech. And I'm sorry that you're in the middle of this right now.
She doesn't know what to say. She just kind of like... No, I think she just kind of put the one who's like, yeah, you can keep the book for now.
Cool. Okay, so I guess. And you've never ever had, I don't know, felt attracted to someone? I'm looking at Kasey.
Not on that way. I thought it was just a age thing, but you know, exposed to the hormones in high school, where everyone seems to be ready to jump on each other's bones, I just realized that that's not who I am. That does not mean I don't have interest in partnership or relationship. I mean, that sounds honestly way too good to believe, but I still kind of want that. But the other part, I just don't have it.
Okay.
And I don't, sorry, I know that you were trying to be decent, but I cannot just blame it on my upbringing or whatever. This is who I am, and I'm trying to figure out who Kasey is. And I have to be honest about what I am, and this is part of who I am.
Cool. Okay. I get it. I mean, that's part of being, I don't know, in school. I'm trying to figure out who you are. I mean, everybody is doing that. I'm trying to figure out who I am, so.
But I want you to understand that when I say that you are my friend, it's not an euphemism. It's not degrading our relationship. To me, a friendship is the base of the type of relationship that I want with people. When I say that you are my friend, it is because that's how important you are to me.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna acquiesce to the chat. I'm gonna have to call for a confidence support roll from you, Kasey.
Which she is insecure, so this will go bad.
Oh no.
I'm not sure if I still have influence on you. I think you rejected.
I think, yeah, I don't know. I thought.
No, you just ran off. You didn't get a chance to reject.
Okay, so I do have.
Yes, you have.
So it's only a -1.
Okay. Oh, it's only a -1. Okay.
Oh wait, no, you have mundane of 2. -2 is 0. So you got a +1, so you're fine.
Huh?
Who's doing the roll? I was calling for Kasey to do the roll because yeah.
But she's got a mundane of +2, so.
Yeah. So I have 11.
Wow. Okay. I'm feeling so comforted right now.
Yeah. So on a 10+, Kasey, you can add a team to the pool or clear condition yourself.
Oh, speaking of adding a team to the pool, do I also get one for doing what Danger Mouse wanted Kasey to do?
Oh yes, yeah. So,
Jeez,
who are you even gonna fight in this dance?
The Axum. We can use team on the Axum.
Ourselves.
All right. So on a hit, they hear you. So Danger Mouse, Rafael, you can mark potential, clear condition, or shift labels.
Can I decide, or does Kasey decide?
You decide.
Okay. So I guess I'm getting taken down a peg a bit, so I'll lose one of superior. And just because I'm a power gamer, I put that into savior because I want to help Kasey now.
Of course you do.
Yeah, because I'm kind of sorry for her because she's not. I mean, being a normal teenager is bad enough with the whole figuring out thing, and she doesn't even have the basics. So, okay, I turn to her and say, hey, Kasey, I'm sorry that I acted like a jerk. And I like being your friend even. Okay, I have to deal with my own feelings now, but I guess I will kind of do that. But yeah, and you know, if you need any kind of help trying to figure out what people are saying or trying to say, you can always turn to me because kind of grew up around lots of people. And I think you will run into some walls with the whole, oh, I can't read between the lines of what people are saying, you know?
Kasey is raising an eyebrow at that. She's like, I'm not sure if Rafael gets what I'm getting at. But she decides, well, it's the right direction and the right thought. That's what counts. And she just nods along. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds a great idea. But you know who also probably needs us? Glow Train. She has been missing for one day.
Wow. Okay.
I think it's time to get Michael and get the detention club together.
Oh, yeah. Let's do that. Yeah. Bye, Screech.
I think just say goodbye to her. Maybe it's here, maybe it won't. Oh yeah, I do want to clarify. Did you add another team to the pool, or did you clear a condition, Kasey?
Oh wait, oh, I forgot that it's big. Okay, then because it fits the fiction better, I removed the insecure condition.
All right. Okay, so we'll do one more scene before we take a break, and then I think we are just and then when we come back from the break, I'm gonna ask you what you did in the lead up, kind of into the dance. Maybe one more scene routine before you, and then we just or we can just go straight to the dance. We'll see. We'll talk about it after the break. But before that, so Michael, after this apparition of Enid has just left, what did you? I guess we kind of cut back to like what you were doing at the end of last session, right?
Yeah, I think so. So I think that I get fairly buzzed on electricity, thinking that I've had a dream telling me what I should do, which may or may not be what I thought I was going to do anyway. And then I think I go in search of Mrs. Smith. We've never seen Mrs. Smith, my carer. And I'm just about buzzed enough to confide in Mrs. Smith that this being, just be the boy is just really hard. And can I not go to school tomorrow as freak?
Oh, okay. Where do you think Mrs. Smith is?
I think she's probably in the living room, because I will have come home, gone straight to my room and plugged into the mains.
Yeah, and I think when you kind of find her, she's let's see, she works for Aegis, right?
Yeah, I think she's probably a middle-aged retired field agent. Like all these secret agents, they finally get old and they're put out to run safe houses or stuff.
Yeah, I think when you kind of come across her, she's kind of on her desk, kind of like flicking through like a touch screen, and she's kind of like muttering to herself like, new serious teams being deployed. Huh, someone from Shoreline, interesting. Back there, like that. Oh, Michael, what's up?
I think she will probably notice the frayed appearance that he's now taken on, and he says, Mrs. Smith, could I just have a word?
Yeah, of course. It kind of shuts down her screen. And she's like, of course, I have all the time for yourself, Michael.
It's just, do I have to keep going to school as Michael?
Out of character, she did say you had to go to school as Michael, right?
I think that part of the Aegis strategy is to try to mundane freak a bit. The fact that currently his mundane is sitting at -2 suggests this strategy does not have long-term legs. But yeah, so that was, they've tried pulling him out to these boot camps and trying to drill control into him. So they've tried to do it what they thought would be a more subtle way. And she will notice that he doesn't look, this appearance is always incredibly consistent. And it isn't tonight.
I think when she kind of sees you like that, she kind of like, well, we just felt that it was what you needed after what you went through with the Tangi. Like, we easily could have inserted you just into being freak all the time, but Michael, there are people like you who aren't as lucky to be able to just switch back. You have a chance for at least a semblance of a different life than from, punching supervillains all the time.
But punching
And-
supervillains is so easy.
Yeah, sure. Of course, I'm not going to countenance you have punched several supervillains, and so have I, really. But you find that you can't fill your entire life with just punching people. There's the parts where you have to sit down and just live your life. And no matter what you think, you can't punch all the time. So we felt that you needed a chance to get used to having something else. No one gets to punch supervillains forever. Because she's an adult, she's using her influence to tell you your place in the world. She is trying to shift your labels. She's trying to raise your mundane up and your freak down.
I think that I will let her.
Oh, wow. All right.
Because I'm slightly pissed. And so my resistance is low.
Let me shift.
At the minute, I just feel like I need to be told what to do.
Look, Michael, I'm sure Prospect Academy is it's a weird school. Yes, it's not really typical. So that's what. But we thought it was better to send you to a place that wasn't typical instead of sending you back to Shoreline High or something like that. But I'm sure, like, there must be people, your friends there. I'm sure they know what you're going up to, and I can help you. But I found that it's easier for people like yourself to get used to normality if you're with friends.
Okay. Good night, Mrs. Smith. And then I think I'll fall asleep and wake up with a hangover.
I think that's when we kind of retcon what happened in the past session here, and it's going to be very momentary. It's when you wake up, it's Plath looking over you, just looking at you like, I don't think you're going to be the one to save her. Are you?
Do I think this is another dream?
He just woke up, so probably. Before you could react, she's gone
save
again.
Who?
Yeah, before you could. She's gone again.
Oh, just when you think it's safe to fall asleep.
Yeah, well, that's what happens. All right, so we're gonna take a break. I think it's time for that, and I think we probably, because in the interest of time, I can ask you what happened in the interim. We'll say maybe it's like a couple of days since, but I'll probably ask you what happened in the interim, but we'll just go straight to the dance. We've been building up to this damn dance for a while now. The 2 weeks late Valentine's Day dance. I don't think that's the official name, but yeah. Yeah, so let's take a break. Say 5 minutes? Yeah, 5 minutes. Cool. BRB. All right. We're here. We're ready to see the explosions. I think. Ooh. No, I'm not. But hold on. Sorry. All right. Trying to think. Ooh. No, I've not read that. Ooh, cool. I'll.
I don't know if you want to.
You're roboting. Agatha. No worries. I'll add that. I'll add that link on the down there in YouTube. So you, whoever's watching this, will have context over what we're looking at. Yeah. So I think, let's say it's a few. There's like 1 or 2 days, maybe a few days in between where we left off and the dance, and I want to know what folks are doing in preparation for it. Like, I know 2 people have said they're gonna go to the dance, each other kinda. They're 2, not sure yet. I think just to clarify some stuff as well. I think, yeah. So I kind of want to know, like, before what people are doing. Like, we'll say it's the dance is like a day or 2, just because it'd be weird to say it's a week from now, because then there's a lot of stuff could happen in between. I think just to set up some stuff as well, Enid. I think after I think the rest of your time with Plath, I think you probably are trying to get more out of her, but she's kind of like just saying, like, look, she's just trying to like show you some really fancy but unnecessary like tricks you can do with telepathy and whatnot. I'll give you a chance to try to figure out, give like another dice roll to see if you want to try to figure out some more stuff from her.
It's okay. It's fine.
Okay,
It can
cool.
forever remain a mystery until next season. Yeah, I have something else I want to do instead.
Oh, cool. What do you want to do then?
Oh, I was gonna go look for Rafael, who, according to my sheet, is the person helping me understand this weirdo future. I follow their lead, so I should go and follow his lead.
Nice. So the 2 of you do kind of like meet up before the dance?
Yeah, we were looking for her anyway. So yeah, I like to run. I could run into her.
I'm gonna call you.
Cool. Yeah, I've got a phone. Yeah, I've got a phone too. What a normal thing to do.
Call your friends.
Yeah, I'll answer. Hey, Enid, we were looking for you actually.
Oh my
You
god.
okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I had a really long conversation with Plath, and look, where are you?
I
Can we meet up?
I will be at the cafeteria in about 5 minutes.
Okay, I'll meet you there.
Cool. Draw a door, go back to the school. And
I'll take forever to get to school, apparently.
and he looks a bit ruffled when he comes back. Like, hey, looking good. How are you doing? What are you doing?
What?
Huh?
What do you mean? What am I? I'm meeting up with you.
Okay, I'm just making conversation. Sorry. I was wondering what you were generating.
Oh, I'm looking at outfits to wear to the dance.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah. And I'm gonna like pull up, I don't know, through my my Joker phone, these web pages that I've been browsing through, and I'm like, okay, but this looks really good. Let me find the men's section for you. Hold on.
Okay, can you just send me the WhatsApp?
Okay, I'm gonna link this to you,
Cool.
But what do you think about like oh, but you don't like okay, you can wear like an obey shirt, right? And then this is a thing. I've been finding out about a lot of these things. Been reading a lot of BuzzFeed.
Okay, cool. I think Rafael will give you guidance because I have no idea about fashion and clothes and stuff. But I think Rafael has sisters, and he knows, and he's a teenager, so he will know what a teenage girl is supposed to wear right here, right now.
Yeah. So who are you going to the dance with?
I don't know. I've been asked by one girl and one guy, and I don't know. I really don't.
Okay. I can't decide. I'm so popular. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm not too much into either of them, though.
But you're just gonna go dance. I don't get it. I'm going with Michael. I think. Maybe.
Cool. Has he asked you?
No, I told him to go dance with me.
Not very 21st century of you.
Well, actually, I don't know if that actually happened or if he actually heard me. This was like during the time that I was talking to Plath, so
maybe you should clear this up. Because this sounds like classic unclear signal to me, and that's just not so good. Do you want to go to the ball with Michael?
Sure, why not?
Cool. So,
we should all just go together. Is that how that works?
Not really, but we can. I like that. Make a statement.
What do you mean, not really? Am I doing this wrong?
No, you're not. There's no way to do this wrong. Okay, it's just a ball, but I don't know. Back in my old school, when you went to a ball with a person, that meant something. That meant that you were into them, right?
Oh, so then I should ask Mr. Wyatt?
No, you can't ask Mr. Wyatt. He's a teacher. He won't go to the ball with you. He can't. He'd lose his job. Come on. Also, I think it's creepy.
What?
It's creepy.
I'm not creepy. That's really rude.
I'm sorry. I just find it creepy.
Why do you think it's creepy?
Because he's old.
He's not old. He looks so young. He's like, I don't know.
What? He doesn't look young.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Just because we look like babies doesn't mean that everyone has to. I don't know where I'm going with this.
I don't know either. Okay, so ask Mr. Wyatt if that makes you happy. I don't care. Or we could all go together. Or you could go with Michael. But
I'm definitely going with Michael because I already said. Well, I guess I need to ask him to make sure that's a thing.
You maybe should, yeah. I mean,
okay,
maybe
I'm gonna call Michael.
Huh?
I'm gonna call Michael.
Cool.
Hello.
Michael?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
No.
Do you need something? Do you need water?
No.
Okay.
I've had a bad couple of days, Enid.
Okay. Do you want to come meet us at the cafeteria?
Okay.
Also, are we going to the dance together?
Long pause.
I'm looking like this. Oh, we don't have to. It's okay. I'm just.
Yes.
What?
I'll be in the cafeteria in a few minutes. Click.
He just hung up.
And did he say yes?
Yeah, he said that we're going. But
Cool.
I can't tell if he actually wanted to or not. I don't know if I peer pressured him into it.
I have no idea. But if he's coming, maybe we can kind of try to figure it out.
I'm confused.
Why?
I feel like there's something that I'm not understanding, and I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
I don't know if you're doing something wrong, but you know what I said about going to the ball, asking someone to the ball might mean that there are feelings involved. You know, these funny things in your heart or in your heart, like reaching. You have them, right? You do.
I do have a heart.
No, you have these feelings. You can feel kind of attraction.
What question is that?
It's a useful question, as I've learned.
Is this not a normal thing in the future? People don't have feelings?
Of course it's a normal thing, but I don't know if you do, because you're a mystical person from some kind of past. I don't know if you're from our 90s.
I'm literally just from 20 years ago.
Okay. Well, that's not normal, right?
I don't want to hear that from you.
Yeah, but you have to.
Is this a good time for Michael to arrive at the cafeteria?
Yeah. And there he comes. Michael, hi.
Michael, do you actually want to go to dance? Because you don't have to. I wasn't trying to peer pressure you.
Oh no, I'd very much like to go to the dance with you, Enid. Thank you for asking. You will notice that he is rather frayed at the edges still. I have to go and think about what to wear to the dance. Can I come like this?
Is scattering, Michael. I don't know how else to say this.
I think I like the look, actually.
Hold on. I'm gonna reach out and like touch the edges. Like, what is happening? Do they like do they float around?
I think that probably the programming makes the nanites behave like fabric, but some of the programming is breaking down, and so it literally looks like a frayed cuff or a frayed lapel. But it's so unlike what he's looked like so far that it is odd.
Michael, did you get into a fight or something? Or
oh, I got a little drunk, and some stuff happened.
Wow.
Did you roll down a hill? Is that how that happened?
Yes, that's what happened. I rolled down a hill.
Does your clothing decay with the way you're feeling? I don't know. I mean, it's possible, right?
No. I just rolled down a hill, like Enid said.
Oh, okay.
Michael, do you have feelings?
What does a teenage boy do with that question?
Do you have a heart?
Yes.
He has a heart.
That's yeah, of course I feel things. I've had a very tough week and I don't feel great, but I'm very grateful that you've asked me to the dance, Enid. Thank you very much.
Lovely.
Cool.
You should wear something that complements her dress a bit, at least.
My dress is going to be neon pink and metallic. So find something that complements that.
Metallic. I think metallic would be a good look on you.
I don't know if I have anything like that. I'll go and look.
Oh, we can find you something. I know.
No, it's okay. I'm a funny size.
Yeah, that's good. That's a secondhand store.
Size. He's the same size as you, Rafael.
I don't know. Maybe he has issues about body issues. You know, boys have them too.
I wasn't saying boys didn't. You're really defensive, Rafael.
Yeah, I guess I am. Sorry.
Where's Kasey? Everyone whispering about? And Kasey is behind the two of you.
I'm gonna hug you.
Hey, where have you been going?
Where's Michael?
Kasey, you smell so good. What
Oh,
shampoo
thank
do you
you.
use?
It's lavender jasmine. It's a cheap brand, but I like the smell.
Yeah, it smells really good. Kasey, do you have feelings?
Well, I'm heard that you ask.
Okay, so why is this a thing, Rafael? Everyone has feelings.
I have left. I have gone after Michael because God, it's weird.
Why?
Is Rafael
Yeah.
being weird again?
Again?
Yeah. He was a bit upset because I don't have the type of feelings that
Feelings?
that he has for me, and things got a bit awkward. And he seems to get the idea that somehow I'm incapable of understanding people's feelings, and I kinda let him go along with it. Because weirdly, by thinking I don't have feelings about certain matter is the best way for him to deal with it.
That's really deep. I don't really get it.
I don't get it either. I mean,
So what feelings are you not feeling for?
well, let's just say that I'm not exactly lusting around for girls or boys to take to the dance.
So you don't like dancing?
No, I like the dancing part just fine. I like having friends just fine. It's ideas that a lot of people at this age have in their heads. I just find I don't have them.
Oh, like oh, I see.
Oh, do you? I thought they still did not understand that in the 90s.
Listen. I am really ahead of my time, literally. So you can't make any assumptions about me.
Someone has been spending time on the internet.
BuzzFeed is amazing. Have you been doing those quizzes?
Oh, God.
Apparently, I am a calico cat. This is according to this. So, okay. So if you ask someone to dance, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have specific feelings, right?
Yes, but you saw how weird Michael and Rafael are about this. This is why I would rather not go to the dance. Because they will create these expectations.
I didn't think Michael was really weird about it. He just is drunk or something, and then his shirt he's rolling down a hill.
So you noticed though. It has been ever since we fought that evil AI from the future. It's been always like this. How I don't know. Drunk? Yeah, that was the best definition, I guess.
That sounds really bad. Maybe he has a problem. Maybe we should talk to him.
Yeah, maybe things are not good at home.
Okay, let's talk to him. But also, I want to ask Mr. Wyatt to the dance. Is that possible? I've been told that will make him fired, and I don't want him to be fired.
Well, it's possible to ask, and Kasey raises an eyebrow. Now, I'm sure teachers get crushes from everyone, but I think they probably should know how to handle it.
Okay, I'll call him then. Doop, boop, boop.
Oh, sorry, I was in the middle of trying to insert a image to the. So there was a point where I was like, can I go? Should I just let them play this? But no. Yeah, What picks up and psych. Hey, Enid, what's up?
Hi, Mr. Wyatt. Are you going to the dance?
Yeah, I'm kind of the kind of the chaperone for there now. Like all the teachers are kind of gonna be there, but I'm there as the designated like chaperone looking after the place.
Okay, want to go with Michael and I, and I think Rafael, and I think Kasey. I'm looking over at Kasey. Like, yeah, yeah. Yep, Kasey, give a thumbs up.
Well, Casey's been really helpful with the preparations. Well, I'll see you all there.
Yeah, but that's not the same.
I know, it's not the same. Well. You know what? If the four of you, sure, why not?
Yay! But if I were to just ask for myself, then you would say no.
Wow. I think you hear a fumbling on the other end. It's like, I think you know the answer to that, Enid.
Maybe, I think is the answer.
Wow. Well, I try not to tell not to tell you what to think. You know, learn that from the past.
Okay, and I don't want you to be fired. I'll see you at the dance, Mr. Wyatt.
I'll see all of you then.
Bye.
God. Yeah, I think yeah, let's just get to the dance then. No promises a superhero fight will occur, but okay, so I think this dance is going to be at it's not going to be at the gym because we've established in the previous session the gym is slowly being swallowed by an interdimensional rift at the moment. No, actually, I think actually no. It's funnier if the dance is there, I guess. And the committee has tried their best to wall off the interdimensional rift. I think there's a curtain and there's snacks there. And actually, no, each of you, let's paint the scene a bit. Give me a detail of what a superhero school's Valentine's Day dance, 2 weeks late Valentine's Day dance looks like. Start with Rafael.
Okay, so superhero, not quite Valentine's Day dance. I think we will have somebody who is a plant master. She is called Princess Flower, or she calls herself that. Princess Flower is, well, yeah, she can create flowers and flowery decorations, and so everything is filled with roses and rose bushes, and there's almost a tiny little hedge maze. But one of the teachers has interdimensional powers, so it's really not that tiny. It just looks, it's bigger on the inside. It's a TARDIS thing. So yeah, and there are all these plants, and you can the flowers, they have all thorns though, so you should be careful not to dance into them.
Nice. At least, yeah, it's nice and floral. Also, I just realized an interdimensional rift makes for a nice kind of like disco ball and light system. Kasey, what's a detail? Maybe something you worked on.
So we have the rift in the middle of the place, and what we've been trying to come with the Magitech solution is to somehow divert the rift as a fountain that goes across the middle of the gym and opens wide. And then we have these weird lights of the rift as they diffuse and illuminate the place.
Oh, that's really nice. At least the rift is stable. Michael, do you have a detail?
Yes, I think probably that one of the walls has had a some additional kind of planking nailed to it, because some of the supers will be able to dance on the wall, not the floor.
Wow, yeah, some of the flying ones, some of the ones who could just stick to the walls, they're just a bunch of show-offs.
We have to have a wall crawler somewhere.
Yeah, I don't. Oh yeah, they could probably dance real well there. And Enid, do you have a detail you want to add?
One thing that Enid noticed and is very happy about is there are a lot of those like plastic trestles that you can like walk through, you know, and then they're like all like hanging down, and they're just hung over everything, and they're just like taped on really haphazardly amongst all this like cool stuff that's going on.
That's really nice. All right, so now that we've done that, let's get to the most important part. What are you all wearing? Let's go back to Rafael.
I think he would have actually. Depends. Do we all go together? Is that a thing, or didn't we get to that point where we organized that?
Up to the four of you. Do you all come in as one, or do you all get there separately?
You know what? I'll just go with my usual clothing, like jeans, sneakers, jacket, and t-shirt. When there are lots of graffitis and stickers on my jacket, so I can pull them out if I need anything. And there are lots of. I have a backpack too. It looks just like I'm going to school.
Wow.
Where's Enid living since she came into the future?
I live at school.
Okay, well, Michael will arrive at school. Now, you told him to wear something shiny. So what he's desperately tried to do is to just let the color slip on all his clothes. So you have the freak chrome from the neck down, and Michael's head at the top of it. And I'm just hoping nobody quite tries to pierce the mask where the join is, because it's not very neat. And he has managed to cobble together what passes for a chrome bow tie from his normal tie. And he has an orchid on one of those wrist things that he's seen in movies for Enid. And he presents this to her.
Oh. Whoa, you're really shiny.
Well, you said that I should wear something shiny. So I got this really shiny stuff.
Did I say that? I'm gonna like touch her sleeve. What does it feel like? Oh, you're muted.
It feels like chrome. It doesn't feel like a silver fabric. It feels like chrome. Even his chrome gloves feel like chrome.
Michael, how do you move in this?
Oh, it's a lot more flexible than you'd think.
Are you not human?
Should I
provoke you?
No, I think you're piercing the mask.
Sure.
You?
Sure. Why not? I can
Oh no,
do
maybe
either.
you are. Maybe you are. No, you are provoking me. I think
that depends. Do you want to know, or are you trying to get him to say something?
I'm trying to get him to say something. I don't know if I'm actually that. I don't know if Enid is that curious.
Okay, so it's just a comment. You're not provoking him for anything.
Oh no, I am for an answer.
Oh, nice. All right, yeah. So roll plus superior then. You don't have influence over Michael. Nope.
Oh, and my superior is like freaking a -2 or something.
Yeah.
That's fine. I rolled 11, so that's a 9.
Fucking hell. These dice are working really well. Okay. All right. So on the 7 to 9, you can choose to do it or not do it, basically, Michael. And if you do, you're gonna add a team to the pool, and if you don't, you're gonna mark a condition.
Oh, I get to choose which one it is. I get to choose the carrot or the stick.
Oh yeah.
How many teams do we have in the pool? I'll
Yep.
do the carrot in case you do it.
All right. So you're gonna
So
do
is
it,
that
Michael?
one more in the pool?
If you do it.
Yeah, you don't have to.
So right. So on a 10 plus, I do both. On a 7 to 9, choose one. If
So
I
that just
don't
mean-
do it, if
No,
I
that just
don't do
means
it, I mark a condition.
no. That just
Yeah.
means it's Agatha. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, on a 10, if I roll a 10 plus, then I get to choose both of these options. So you have the carrot and the stick, just
Okay.
as an option, as options for you. But I only got a 9, so I'm only choosing the carrot. So if you refuse, nothing happens. But if you agree, then get to add team.
I will not admit to not being human. I'm as human as the next man.
Okay, got it. Oh, then okay.
It's just a very expensive suit.
Is that what you say?
Yeah.
Speaking of suits, what are you wearing, Enid?
Okay, I'm wearing a jumpsuit. It is neon pink and it's very shiny. Not as shiny as Michael, which is kind of rude, amongst other things. And underneath, I'm wearing a white t-shirt. So white t-shirt, jumpsuit, and I'm wearing white socks that go up pretty high, and like the jumpsuit is tucked into it, and also white runners or sneakers or espadrille. I don't know. Different people use different stuff. And my hair is in a high ponytail, and I have those like tennis like wristbands. You know those like sweat wristbands. Yeah, and they're like silver. And my nails are painted pink. No, they're painted acid green.
The cool
Because
thing
I'm
about
here.
this is that when we stand next to one another, the reflection makes me look pink too.
That's great. I'm pretty miffed, I think. When you say that you're not whatever speaking these double negatives about something obviously not a robot, I'm like, oh, okay, fine.
Let's dance. Let's
Fine.
dance. Dance, dance,
People do
dance.
like to me all the time.
Oh dear, that seems like a kernel for something. Last but not the least, Kasey, what are you wearing? And yeah.
So Kasey was, well, none of the present were involved, but she's wearing like a downgraded version of what she wore on her infiltration of her home nation. So she is wearing this long-sleeved robe dress, but instead of the saffron that she used before, she is wearing a very light combination of something between yellow and orange faint that accentuates the overall purple and violet theme of the dress. And she has her hair heavily braided in 6 different braids that then are tucked together, and there's a bunch of ribbons in different hues of purple that she has tied, and she's wearing some other ribbons around her arm, and whenever she sees someone alone, she gives them a ribbon.
I want to add a little detail to your day before. I think before you're dressed up. When we woke up, you found a package in your room, and if you'd opened it, it's a much more elaborate, nicer version of the dress you decide to wear. And there's just like a little postcard saying, "Break some hearts, honey," and and little hearts there. Just a little thing. Yeah. All right. So. Yeah, so all right, so let's just open up the dance. I think the four of you come in at the same time. I think you all meet up before, and I think Mr. Wyatt's he's agreed to come with you. So, and because I'm not good at clothes, I'm gonna let Enid describe what he's wearing.
I'm so excited for you to describe what Mr. Wyatt is wearing.
Oh, sorry, I told you this before. I'm not good with clothing. I don't think I was gonna do him justice. I was gonna let you do it.
I mean, I can do it, but okay.
Go on.
What is Mr. Wyatt wearing? Mr. Wyatt is wearing a linen shirt, and it's like beige in color because it's linen. It's like the natural color of linen. It's undyed. And it's been very lived in, so it's very soft and it's not scratchy like, a bag containing rice would be. And he's wearing not khakis, maybe like linen pants as well, but they're dyed brown and they're rolled up a little bit, like so cuffed, and then he's wearing I don't know, boat shoes. So he looks very cash. And his sleeves are rolled out. That's it. Looks great. Into it.
Yeah, I think he's leading the four of you into the gymnasium, and he's kind of like saying, "Yeah, usually I try not to dance here because it's a bit of a weird thing trying to slow down, dance and whatnot." And when you all walk in, the Macarena is playing. So and he noticed that, and he's like, "That's." And he has this whisk.
It looks so good.
Oh, thanks, Enid. You look. I think there's a moment of recognition when he's looking at you. You look swell. Well, all of you look really swell. His eyes kind of glide over Rafael and Michael.
Yeah, the illusion will slip a little bit. Just Rafael moves, the illusion stays put, and you can see that he wears something different beneath it, but then the illusion moves up to him. So, well, he looks at, I think he looks at Michael and says, what is this dude doing here? You're muted, but I got it. You're still muted, but I still got it.
He literally says, I don't know.
Well,
yeah, and I think
we can't kick him out, right? He's a teacher.
I thought Enid was my date.
Yeah, I thought so too. I give Enid a sideways glance that she won't notice because she's too much taken with Mr. Wyatt's casual linen-y goodness.
Yes, I'm into it. Oh my gosh, Kasey, you look so good. How did you braid your hair like this?
If you have 3 hours, I can explain to you. Basically, a lot of patience and 4 sets of mirror.
That's really impressive. Also, what do you smell like?
She's wearing a very sweet flavor. You cannot quite picture it. because it's perfume. It's another thing that was on the package, which is based on synthesized Triceratops pheromones and black stone from the infernal plains.
That's so great. Well, Casey, you smell so good. Is this like apples or something?
Yeah, they kind of hellstones actually smell a bit like baked apples. Now that I think about it, and they are just caramelizing and coming out of the oven. Yeah, guess that's a very similar smell.
Did you say hellstones?
Oh yes, it's a common bargain tool because of their sweet, sinful smell. This is often used by summoners as a bargaining tool. My mother has a bunch.
Can I have some?
Well, sure, I can give you a small bottle later. Just be careful. Do not open it on Sundays.
Okay.
I think Mr. White kind of looks around and is like, "Oh, excuse me, kids. I have to check in with the headmaster. But I'll see you around the rest of the night."
Yeah, go right ahead, Mr. Wyatt.
I want to elbow you, Rafael.
What? Look at you like, what? He's a teacher.
You're so rude.
Because I'm curious what Enid does when Wyatt walks away.
Yeah, Wyatt's walking towards Magnus Gray, who's still wearing his suit, but he's doing a very nice Macarena. And everyone is there's a wide berth around him as he's doing it. It's almost like, we shouldn't interrupt the head while he's doing the Macarena. We should just leave him there. But yeah, Mr. White walks away towards the head. Yeah, what does Enid do when she's gone?
Oh, I mean, I wave at him. I'm like, bye.
I'd like to march after him and tap him on the shoulder.
I'll turn to Enid and say, I thought you were here with a date. And point to Michael.
But I thought you said that we were all going together.
But then you asked Michael specifically, and I think he didn't know about all of us going together. It was a suggestion. It wasn't a command. I'm not the prince of us.
Why is this so complicated? Why didn't you just say that?
Because we're fucking teenagers. That's why it's so complicated. Everything is complicated. Life is complicated. My dear God, Enid.
But we're just dancing. I don't understand. Why are you so dramatic, Rafael?
Because life is so dramatic. It won't get any easier. Never does. That's just the point of it. We have to fight for everything.
But just because life is hard doesn't mean you have to make it harder for me.
Okay, I'm sorry I didn't mean to make life harder for you, but you seem to manage that for yourself quite a bit.
That's really rude. But that's very rude.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I mean, why don't you understand that if you have a date for a ball, you can't go with other people? What?
I didn't know that.
How didn't you know that? That can't have been so different in the 90s. If you have a date, you have a date with that one person and not with others.
I don't know. Nobody asked me on a date before.
What? Nobody? Ever?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Don't be. I don't feel bad about it. Why are you making this a big deal? Again, I just went with my friends.
Okay, you know what? I don't understand you. I'm sorry that I don't understand you. You do you, I do me, okay?
What does Mr. Wyatt do when I tap him on the shoulder?
Ooh, yeah. When you you got his attention. He turns around and is like, "Oh, Michael, what can I do for you?"
Sir, stay away from my girlfriend.
He raises an eyebrow. He's like, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't know the two of you were official.
I'm her date, Mr. Wyatt.
I think he's looking at you like, okay. And he's like, look, I'm sorry, Michael, or whatever I thought, but no, I'm just trying to look out for Enid, okay? She's important to
That's
me.
my job.
Well, it's not a... I'm trying to think how he would phrase this, but does she know that?
I thought so.
Then you'd better clear it up first before you start appointing yourself to being anyone's protector, especially with Enid.
What do you mean? I think I might push him in the chest.
Whoa, sounds like you're trying to provoke him.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think I was, but maybe I am.
Yeah,
does
no,
this
has to be
count
a
as
roll.
taking? Yeah, does this count as foolhardy action without talking to your team?
This is absolutely it. You're
Because
pushing
then
around
I'm
the
clear
teacher.
and secure. But I've just realised that because I am guilty, I will provoke someone at -2. So my superior is 0. So I roll 2 dice -2. 7 becomes 5.
Wow. And yeah, so what happens is, from your perspective, when you push, time freezes. From your perspective, it's like everything just stops. And you hear Plath's voice behind you saying, oh yeah, he appointed himself my protector. Even when I stopped needing protection. But and she walks kind of around you, and she kind of like looks at you and says, he thought that I needed so much help, that I was someone who needed all of that protection. So when I proved that I didn't need him, he didn't take it kindly.
Did
What
he
about-
hurt you, Enid?
He didn't understand me. You, Michael Manners, better should strive to do better. And what I'm seeing right now, you pushing yourself around, it doesn't look any better.
Just when I thought I was going to do something right.
Maybe you
Apply
should.
your condition.
Well, how are you feeling? Actually, no. I think before we do that, I think Plath just laughs and like, I know. I see. I see what you've tried over the past couple of weeks, months. You cloister yourself up in a shell and think you're invulnerable. But whenever you open yourself up, you just get hurt. Whatever happened... The last time you open yourself up and she's looking at you, you can see like she's piercing straight to your mask. She's like, you're so caught up in trying to be a hero that you forget that if you do anything else, it just hurts. The last time you open yourself up, whatever happened to that girl? That girl you bared your soul to. What was her name? Tatsuko? Was it? Tatsuko, yeah, hard suit. You bared your soul to her, and she did to you, and well, where is she now?
I don't know. She was nice to me.
Nice is
I
really
think I'm probably getting angry.
Oh yeah. She's looking at you kind of like just she's assessed you and found you wanting, basically.
Which is the same as Enid assessing me and finding me wanting.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, Enid, I don't know if you sense it, but you can probably feel there's a I think you feel a tiny bit of a presence. It's a bit weird. You're in kind of this dance environment, but you do feel like it's a familiar presence. You've gotten used to her by now.
Oh, I immediately go. Who's my? Oh yeah, I immediately go to Kasey. Kasey, she's here. Plath is here.
Well, is it expected?
No, I don't know why. I don't know who she's talking to, and I don't know, but she can't just be here for no reason.
Do you think it's important to the reason why you are here? Or do you think she just wants to torment you?
I don't know. I think I want to assess the situation.
Wait, is that a move?
Yeah, it's a basic move. Everyone can do it.
Yeah, unless you wanted to do it, Kasey.
No, I think it's more thematic to the fiction if you do it.
Great. Well, I'm terrible at it. Okay.
Okay. Okay, go on. Roll plus superior.
Ooh, I rolled a 7 -2. Superior is, I think my superior is -2 if I remember correctly. Yep. Oh, that is a 5.
Okay. Let me put my moves here. Yeah, I think. How are you trying to assess the situation? Tell me how you're doing that.
I'm reaching out with my mind.
I think you're trying to calm your mind, and I think what happens, you trip something. You trip. You can tell this is kind of like handiwork, Platt's handiwork, but you trip what I think we can call like a mental mine. You're trying to trip this mine in and suddenly you just get bombarded by this memory. Suddenly you're in this gym, you're in the same gym, but there's no rift, and everything's nicer and cleaner, and you see there's not a disco ball. They wouldn't have that in the 90s. I think Macarena is still playing, and it's still a song playing. It's just this weird like sepia tone memory, and you just get a brief glimpse of these two goofballs just doing the Macarena to each other, and they seem so happy. They seem so carefree. You see Wyatt, much younger, but still a bit older than your age. and he's dancing with you, maybe 2 or 3 years older. You might be wearing the exact same. You're wearing the exact same outfit as well, and it's the you just that brief glimpse, and then suddenly bam, you're back where you are. How are you feeling? You're gonna take a condition.
I'm not sure. I feel like confused.
That is actually, actually in the new supplement, that is a new condition they added for villains. They can get confused.
Okay.
Well, she's here and she's doing something. I think you know that, but you've tripped on mind of her, so she knows you're aware of her now. And say maybe afraid or insecure. Or whichever one. How are you feeling?
It's really hard to say. Like, I think that I'm going to describe the feeling, and then maybe you can tell me what condition that should be. I think what I'm feeling right now is confused and also crushed.
Ooh.
What I thought the kind of relationship that I thought that I had with Mr. Wyatt is not what I thought at all.
Ooh. Yeah, I think that sounds like a melodramatic way to say hopeless.
Sure.
Yeah. So take that. I think Plath notices that, and when you see Michael, she looks away from you, and then she kind of just smirks not smirks, but like scoffs, and it's like, well, she's looking for me now. Clearly, she doesn't need you to look after herself. That's good to know.
Get out of my head! I shout.
She's looking at you, and she's like, well, if you really think you can step up to be her protector, make me then. Prove to me and to her that you're good enough.
I think that the closest I can imagine to this is unleash my powers, because I am, after all, nanites, not an organic brain. So am I only affected by her because I'm trying to be human? Can I tune her signal out using the nanites?
Roll plus freak, and we'll see.
Thank goodness for that. 8.
All right. So either mark a condition, or I'll tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary.
I think I'd like you to tell me how it's unstable or temporary.
All right. So yeah, you're going to tune her signal out, but you have a moment when she kind of like disappears, and suddenly time kind of comes back to normal for you. To everyone else, all that happened in like a second, and kind of like Path disappears in front of you, and Wyatt and Mr. Wyatt's looking at you like, I think you were just about to push him, and he does a bit of a quick speedster, like, whoa, what's the matter here, Michael? But yeah, you have a moment. You're free from Plath. What do you do?
I want to assess the situation to find out what is most vulnerable to me here.
All right, well, let's assess first. Roll plus superior.
And that is superior. I've got a horrible feeling there's something wrong with that decision.
Also, I'm gonna say, like, I think the rest of your team can see you talking to Mr. Y.
Okay. I'm at -2 because I'm guilty.
Oh dear.
So that makes it -2. Oh, geez.
Why would you roll?
There we go. Oh, that's a 3.
Someday I have to wonder if this dice roller room just hates you. You publicly vocal pheasant, you have a lot to answer. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. Well, if you're failing rolls, mark potential. Jesus Christ. You've. I think what's gonna happen is you try to assess the situation.
If you're can I just share this possibility with you? What I was looking for was something to break that was vulnerable to me that would allow me to clear angry. Given I failed, it seems to me there is one obvious target to hit.
Really? All right. I wouldn't say no to players complicating their own lives. So,
in which case, I'd like that roll to mushroom forward into directly engage a threat, I think.
Mr. Okay, all right.
I have a question. Like, do you think at this point that I would have influence over you, Michael?
I think mechanically, I don't think you do. Whether you should have is a different question.
Yeah.
How could you get influence over me mechanically?
You can just voluntarily give influence at any time.
Yeah, you can tell me.
Then I would give influence. I would have given influence as I handed over that orchid.
Great.
That I don't notice you're wearing yet.
Oh, I put it in my hair, I guess.
Yes. Yeah. So I think I would give Enid / Glow Train one influence on me.
Great.
When I arrived at the dance.
So if you're gonna roll to engage, I am going to roll to interfere.
All right. So let's see. So what you can do to interfere?
Let me just double check what that means.
Yeah, you can use your influence to give them a -2.
Oh, I don't have to roll. Okay, perfect. Yeah,
you don't have to roll. You just surrender that influence. But yeah.
Okay. That was the shortest lived piece of influence I've ever seen. So I will roll to directly engage a threat, which is danger, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is in theory at least. And that becomes 12.
Oh, even with a -2.
Oh no, -2 makes it 10. Yeah, right. Sorry. Yes, I get +2. Cancel out the -2.
Because that's like because you after they've made a roll, I think. Yeah, after the roll. So I'm gonna choose not to.
Yeah.
So, on a hit, trade blows.
Hold on. I need to clarify this. So yeah, you rolled a 10.
Yes.
But the surrender, the -2 applies after the roll.
Right. Well, I've got +2 danger, which makes it 12.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong sheet.
I can choose to do a -2 on a roll after they've done it, or I could choose not to. But this isn't applied before.
Yeah, it's applied after. The thing is, if you apply the -2, it's still a 10+.
Yeah, which is why I'm not.
So you might as well hang on to that influence, Enid.
All right. Okay. So remind me again, who are you engaging?
Mr. Wyatt.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
Because I failed to identify a more vulnerable target.
Oh, my God.
But I am going to clear angry.
Okay. All right. So on a 10+, pick 2.
So we trade blows. Yeah?
Yeah. You're going to trade blows.
Unless he chooses not to hit me back.
We'll see. What's your other two? What's the other 2 you pick?
I think I will resist or avoid their blows. And I think I will take something from him. I want to take his cool. I want to make him look foolish.
Okay. Oh yeah, I think what's going to happen is he is when. All right. So describe me. What are you doing? How are you engaging him? You're just gonna punch him, or are you just gonna?
I just punch him.
Oh right. I think what's gonna happen is. Well, I think it's foolish enough that you caught him because he's a speedster and he probably should have expected it. He's gonna fly off and kind of like skid right in front of, I guess, the head. They bump it and get some would say his groove was interrupted. And but yeah, I want to get to the other members of the team. So Rafael, what are you doing as Michael punches Mr. Wyatt? What are you up to?
Michael punches Mr. Wyatt. That's not really great. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I think I want to maybe talk him out of it, kind of, this whole violence thingy. Or maybe, hey, you know what? This is a party. Stuff is happening. Things are getting great. So what I will do is confuse the issue. I will throw off my illusion. I will stand there in my beautiful red ball gown. And then I will just call up all these people I have drawn. So there are lots of people. And there are doubles of Kasey. And there is a double of Mr. Wyatt. And there is a double of Mr. Gray. But he looks kind of weird. Kasey and Mr. Wyatt are very lifelike. Most of the others are not. And I will just let them. Yes, I will unleash my power just to confuse the issue here, because I don't think it's a good idea that we have a real fight at the ball. And I'm not in the middle of it, right? That's not going to fly.
You want to be in the middle of it? No, we'll see how the roll works.
Sure, I want to be okay. Is that unleash my power? Yes.
Yes.
Is, right. And I roll with freak. Which I don't have. So let's see how that goes. Oh wow, that goes.
Right. Okay. You have a special move. Sabine,
I do have a special. That's true. I have
with people.
Yes, I have a special move. Can I roll that again, or do I take the move?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, you can. You
okay. Yeah, I forgot that I had that move because yes, and with that move, I will make it to 10 because I'm still superior, and I will confuse everyone, and I will also get an opportunity. I don't know what for, but I like having opportunities. So, and also I will expose weaknesses or flaws of, I think, maybe Mr. Wyatt, because he's clearly the opposition.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, sure. I mean, Michael attacked him. Michael's on my team, so he is the opposition.
Well, I think what's gonna be clear, you're gonna expose the weaknesses when Mr. Wyatt kind of stands up. You'll notice as well, because everyone notices you. I think because you got 10+, you rise up these all these people. You're in this amazing ball gown, and yeah, and I think that that catches in the light of the rift, just so that everyone can see you. Kasey can definitely see you, that cad. The weakness or flaw is when Mr. Wyatt kind of stands up. He's rubbing his jaw, and the head is like, "Is there something the matter, Mr. Wyatt?" And so I just shrugs and is like, "Oh, no worries, just a bit of rough dancing on our part." And he kind of just looks at you, Michael, and I think the weakness that Rafael exposed, that he's not going to lift a finger towards a kid.
Does that actually bolster his cool, or have I successfully taken it from him? I'm not certain.
Not sure because I think no one's gonna notice because everyone's looking at fucking Rafael. Yeah. I think no, he just like what Mishra just kind of just desire. Yeah, where's John? It's like he moves away from the screen and looks back to you, and it's just hell of a punch there, Michael. Don't know what it was for, but I'm not going to ask.
I think that Michael is going to get this badly wrong again, and is going to turn around and look triumphantly at Enid.
Can I do something?
Hold
Because
on.
I would like to go and ask Michael for a dance right now. Because just to de-escalate the situation and put him into another kind of mood than punching people. He can punch me.
Before I do that, I want to see because Enid's with Kasey.
Yeah, I was basically waiting on whatever Kasey might be doing because I definitely have a reaction to this.
Yeah, if we're gonna handle Kasey's reaction, especially after there is now this double, she's going to just stumble around and flip and use her impressive agility to get behind Michael and try to restrain him.
All right, so much for de-escalating the situation. Okay, all right, let's try to figure this out. Enid's standing there, watching all this. Michael has triumphantly, yeah. Rafael is about to ask him to dance, but Kasey has got to try and restrain.
Yeah, if Kasey is gonna do the move first, I will act depending on how successful the restraining is.
Okay, all right. Do you say anything to Michael as you're trying to restrain him?
I'm gonna say, Michael, you've gone way too far. You're making this a mess, and you're making this about you.
It's all about me, I shout at the room. Don't you know that I'm doomed? I'm going to just cause the end of the world. This is all about me.
Well, can you wait until tomorrow to end the world, please? We are having a ball tonight.
Mark a doom track while you're there, Michael. Okay, it sounds like someone's there's a role in here somewhere. I think it's Kasey's. She's trying to provoke, or do you want to go full restrain, or you think you can talk some sense into him?
No, I'm going for the restraining.
Are you sure you don't want to demand him? Oh wait, no, it's just an NPC. Never mind, that move doesn't work.
Yeah. I was thinking about doing that to Rafael before, but no.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure this out. This is so much.
Does this unleash your powers?
I guess. I mean,
is it or engage danger?
Well,
either way, I have +0. It's just the options.
Let's say you're trying to defend Mr. Wyatt, or the entire room from Freak.
Okay, I don't have influence over Mr. Wyatt, so I'm gonna roll just Savior.
Okay. You have influence over Michael. Oh no, it's Mr. Wyatt you're targeting. All right, so yeah, just roll a Savior.
$14.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Wow. All right, so on a hit, you. Okay, maybe you shouldn't have been defend. Oh no, I think you just do it. I think that's the equivalent of what we're doing. Oh my god! So you're restraining Michael. Rafael, you're on your way towards this fracas?
Sure.
Enid,
I can still ask him to dance. I don't mind.
Enid, what are you doing? Are you just standing there watching all this?
Oh, well, what I wanted to do was to gut punch him, but I guess since someone really wants to de-escalate the situation.
Let's get all four of you together and hash it out. You know what? Talk to each other like not adults. None of you are adults, but
Yeah, well, I walk up to Michael while he's being restrained by Kasey, and I look at him and I say, "Hey, Michael, do you want to dance? You seem to have some excessive energy." I hold up my hand, and I hope that Kasey gets the cue if Michael wants to dance, and lets him go.
I think that if I am let go, then I would take the opportunity to dance.
Cool.
I think.
So, as
Of course, we won't know until I'm released.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to take on the condition furious.
Cool. Okay. All right.
Mark angry twice.
Yeah, I give you a withering look, but I say nothing because I have decided, and I think I'm like furiously texting to Kasey probably. I'm saying I'm so angry right now that I don't think I can say anything before accidentally unleashing my powers, and I don't want that to happen. Please keep him in check. I'm just going to walk away now.
I'm sorry. I am only picturing Kasey restraining him while she checks on her message.
It's just the most casual.
Send her a selfie back.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna walk away.
So, are you letting Michael go, Kasey, or not?
She was going, but after this message, she's not. Instead, what she does is she turns this into a forced tango because she's quite tall. So she's kind of turns
that's so
into a weird.
typical, Kasey. You're so infuriating. And I shout at you, "Hey, lady, that's so typical, right? You say you want to be friends? Yeah, go be friends with someone else. Maybe after you have figured out how to do that." And then I will walk after Enid and exit the scene. Again.
So I text back, distraction, perfect.
I'm gonna text back a lot of hearts as I'm furiously stalking away.
Oh my god.
And I suppose, given that Kasey rolled 14, I don't think Michael has any option but to be danced round this floor.
Oh my god. What the hell just happened? I need to figure this out. I think we're just about to wrap up. I think you can have like a few scenes left. We'll probably go over just a bit. I don't want to just go straight into epilogues. I think there's like one or two things that need to be said.
Yeah, I would like to seek out Mr. Wyatt.
Okay. Of course you do. All right. Okay. I'll ask what everyone wants to do. So you want to do that. Michael, what do you want to do?
I'm dancing with a girl. It's not the date I arrived with, but I probably think this is as good as tonight's going to get.
All right. I think Plath is rolling her eyes at you. Not literally, but that's the feeling. Kasey, what do you want to see? Just before we wrap up.
So as soon as the dance finish, I I grabbed 5 of my rainbows, and I tied the rainbows to the table, leaving Marshall there, and then I lift my dress and run after Ghost Train.
I mean, Glow Train.
Glow Train.
Yeah, Ghost Train is a different superhero. she really likes spooky stuff. You know, she's great. Rafael, what do you want to? What are you up to?
I don't know right now. I think I'm pissed again, and then I think, well, okay, so this person's just manipulating me. Yeah, and she was from the beginning, and her apology is worth shit. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but let's see. I think I don't want to do anything right now. I'll just turn around and go back to the ball, I guess, and find someone to dance with.
Ooh. Who do you find there?
I don't know.
There's
Michael is bound in some way.
I mean, you can take off those bonds.
Sure, I will. Sure, I'll do that.
And we dance the night away.
Yeah, we can do that because I wanted to dance with you ever since I first saw you, Michael. And then I wanted to rip these neat British clothes off, but I guess that's not happening, right?
Well, were you to try, you'd discover just how difficult that is.
No, I'm telling you this. I'm saying that.
So moral of the story is we paired off the wrong people at the start. There we go. Okay, got that settled. Okay, so I think Enid's gonna see Mr. Wyatt before she gets to talk to Kasey. I think when you find him, I think when you find him, it's kind of like, you know, it's in the school grounds. It's kind of outside, just outside the main entrance to the main building. He's sitting on the steps. He's kind of just looking at the stars, still kind of nursing his bruised jaw. Yeah, that's how you find him.
Yeah, I go there and I sit down beside him. And I'm like grabbing onto the fabric of my jumpsuit, I guess, like on my knees, and I'm just like trying to not I don't know, let all of my feelings spill out.
I think he sees that and he's just, whatever you want to say it now. That's something I should have told you a long time ago. But please, just whatever you want to say, go ahead.
Why do you think you can save me? Why does everyone think that what they want is more important than what I want? Just because you feel whatever it is, just because you gotta dance with the other version of me, why does that give you a right? Just because a person feels something for someone, why does that give them a right to just do whatever they want and just punch whoever they want? Like, how is that a thing? How? I don't...
It's funny. It's like when you have feelings like that, it feels like you can do anything. Damn the consequences.
And go and hurt people.
Even when it hurts people. I'm not excusing that, but that's what happens. Enid,
Yes.
I think I'm sorry. I think I might have. I thought I put too much of her on you. From my point of view, I thought that if, given how life or time works, if I could, I don't know, get to you and make sure you don't end up like her, maybe things would change and she wouldn't be what she is now. But
that's so arrogant. To want someone to disappear because you don't like where they are at, that's...
Yeah.
I think I should go back. I think you should send me back, Mr. Wyatt.
Okay. Okay. I'll do as you say, for once. So he didn't deserve any of this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I'm gonna hug.
You still get that feeling she's around, but you can tell she doesn't want to talk. She's just around.
Yeah, and I think Mr. Wyatt can tell that I'm definitely crying.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can plug it up from there. Then closes, and yeah, this isn't. I won't say this is the end because I think I mentioned it all. I'm bringing back this playset in September. Enid doesn't have to come back. I think this is a good good ending for her. Well, it's up to you. But we'll see. But what's the last we see? Let's get a snapshot of everyone as we see them, as we say goodbye to them for now. This isn't truly goodbye unless it is. But yeah, Rafael, how do you? I'm not even gonna try to roll the test. That's kind of meaningless at this point. I'm gonna say, since you all are kind of falling apart, it probably didn't. Okay, all right. Never mind. That's not important anymore. I'd say. Rafael, what do we last see of you for now?
I think what we last see of Rafael for now is him in a small cabin in some kind of hilly or mountainous area. It's not in the school, and there's still this book, right? And he's staring at it, and it's making weird colors are sliding across the cover, and he's looking at it thoughtfully.
Jesus, you're up to your tricks, aren't you? Kasey, what do we last see of you for now?
I think the last thing that we see of Kasey is she arriving to the empty parking lot where Mr. Wyatt and Enid were talking, and it's empty. And all you see is a very confused Kasey looking around.
Oh yeah, shit! You were off to try to find Enid. Sorry. Michael, I'm seeing you in a month or so. But what do we see? What will that see you for now?
We see Michael in his bedroom, slumped against the wall, with his hand plugged into the mains, and it's almost like he's losing definition.
I got a little detail to that. You hear in your mind just some chords of music. Just a few chords, just tinkling.
Does it sound like a sonata?
Sounds like part of it. And finally, Enid, what will I see of you?
I think there's Duran playing in the background, and Enid takes like an earbud out, and she looks outside the window of her classroom, and it's just the sky, and there's clouds, and you can see that her outfit is maybe like a little tamer version of what she used to wear all the time. And then she like reaches in her pockets, and then she finds an orchid, and she just kind of she looks at it, and she's like, "Oh right, this is here," and she tosses it in the garbage can.
Well, we knew it was all gonna end. It was gonna end in heartbreak. Anyway, ouch. Oh my God. Well, that's Prospect Academy for now. Thanks very much, you rapscallions. Jesus Christ, you certainly didn't make it easy, all of you. God. Wow. All right. That's a lot to take in. That's a lot to process. But I'll say this from the podcast. Thank you all so much for just being so much. Thank you. Oh my God. That was
Thank you, Leandro, for having us at this lovely academy, a breeding ground of friendships that will last forever. Or will they? Well, who knows?
We'll see come September when we next see Prospect Academy. But for now, yeah. Thank you again. I'm gonna turn off the broadcast, and yeah, think about YouTube.
One second. End of session moves.
Oh,
are there
I
any?
keep forgetting end of session moves.
Sorry.
We'll still do it. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So end of session moves. All right. Where is it? All right. At the end of every session, did you grow closer into an image of yourself, or grow away from the team? Did anyone grow closer from the team? I'm just gonna ask that straight up. No, didn't think so. Okay. Did anyone grow into their own image of themselves?
I think Rafael is starting to get that there is an image of himself. So yeah, I guess.
Okay. So that's 3 people. What about you, Kasey? Or did you grow away?
I think Kasey is also growing at an image of herself that, but I'm trying to think how to. Actually, I think I'm going to lower my. Okay, I think I'm going to lower my mundane and increase my superior. And the logic here is that I'm going for is that this is the most normal her life has been, and still end up with her dragged into weirdness. So she's adapting her expectations so that her new normal is still a bit weird. She's like, okay, the only way that I can actually live a reasonable, healthy life is if I actually accept that those things will just go weird places.
God. Yeah. So everyone's going through an image. Yeah, you all get to shift your labels as well.
Oh yeah, I will shift my mundane down because I'm one of these freaks. I'm not the nice boy from the neighborhood, and I've learned that people can be so fucking weird, and I'm one of them. Also, I think my either danger or superior will go up. I think I like superior because I still think I rule. Okay? I just do.
Nice. Anyone else?
I think, despite Mrs. Smith's best efforts, I think mundane is going to -2 and freak is going back up to 3. I think we may see more of Freak and less of Michael in future.
Good luck in space.
If only when Freak was trying to be Michael, he wasn't such an asshole. I shifted danger down to -1 and superior up to -1.
Nice. Okay. Well, I'll say it all again. Thank you so much. That was so much. That was so much. Oh God. All right, I'll stop this broadcast. Thanks again. Yeah, say goodbye to YouTube. And